Good morning and welcome to the weekly blend from Roofers Coffee Shop. My name is Heidi Ellsworth
And I'm Karen Edwards.
and we're here to talk about what's happening on Roofers Coffee Shop, in the roofing industry, you name it. There's so much going on. Karen, we've just been crazy busy.
We have been. And Heidi, I can see you've got a different background there, so you must be on the road.
I am in Arizona at the Talking Stick for the Certified Contractor Network conference, Renovate. And I'm really super excited about this week. You've seen, all of you who are watching this have seen it on our site. Lots of great information. Certified Contractors Network has been around forever and just constantly is providing amazing education, training, and I get to sit in on all that this week. So I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. That means you'll be bringing back lots of ideas.
Yes. Everybody's gonna be like, oh no. Because so much has been happening. I just can't even believe it. Last week, we were at the Washington show, which was great. Everybody can watch the videos on YouTube. Lots of great interviews. The coffee conversations was really good with Wendy and Tracy and Amanda and Dawn. And we're trying to make sure we're bringing, for the people who can't be to some of these conferences, that we're bringing it to them.
Yeah, definitely. I'll have to go back and watch because you were a little late in my time zone. But yeah,
True.
I saw it being shared on social media and people said it was fantastic. So yeah, everything that we do, remember, is on demand. You can always go back and watch. Yeah. Hey, speaking of coffee conversations, there's a really important one coming up.
Mandy McIntyre, an RCS influencer, is just really rocking the world of roofing. And she has been bringing such amazing topics to the forefront. And this mental health with Christy Holbrook, they're going to talk about suicide prevention. They're going to talk about taking care of your employees, really having those hard discussions on mental health. So I'm super excited for this coffee conversations. It's going to be good.
Mandy is certified in mental health first aid, and I looked that up because I was curious, and that's a commitment. There's learning and tests, and I think it's going to be very enlightening, and hopefully bring everyone who is watching just some information about how do I even start talking about this, and what can I do if someone has a problem. So you definitely want to check that one out.
It will be really good. And this is a busy week because we also have our Read, Listen, Watch with Rockwool on Acoustics.
Yeah. So Rockwool, they crush stone, hence the rock in their name, and they turn it into stuff like insulation. And so they're going to talk about how insulation affects the overall building acoustics, and roofing insulation plays a part in that too.
Right. And Rockwool, because of how it's made with the rocks, and it is some of the highest sound and also fire inhibitor. So you got to watch this, and we have huge amounts of interest coming into this RLW, but it'll be on demand Friday for everybody to watch. And then I know we just keep going, but the NRCA and what they're doing for Workforce Wednesdays, and John, who is running this, he just talks to people in the industry who are doing things to help bring in talent and recruitment. So we're going to talk a lot about our classifieds. We're going to talk a lot about the importance of contractors having directories. And so definitely something not to miss. And the NRCA is doing a great job. And in fact, I do have to say, Roofers Coffee Shop is a one voice member, and we've actually been appointed onto the CTE workforce committees for NRCA. So We'll be attending those this summer.
Nice.
Yeah. Very exciting. Okay, last thing that everybody needs to watch on demand, the Roofing Economic Outlook.
Yes. Yeah, new episode. Heidi and Misha Fisher, the chief economist from Angie. And they're great conversations, taking what's happening in the economy, the war with Ukraine, and how does this affect roofing?
Yeah, it was really fun because we get to come up with questions. So we listen to all of you, we listen to all of our audience and the industry as a whole, and then we bring those questions to Misha, talking about the economy. We're seeing a lot of grand openings, a lot of cool expansions with new plants. We just had MFM had a new plant opening. Flashco has had new plant openings. Last week, I was at the Stoneway Siding grand openings up in Seattle, both in Tacoma and Woodinville, which is SRS. And that was fun to see all the siding, kind of look at all the different things. And you have a grand opening coming up too, Karen.
I do. Aiko is opening a commercial roofing plant in Hagerstown, Maryland. That May 12th is their grand opening celebration. They're going to be doing plant tours. They've got a ceremony 11:45 in the morning. If you're in that area, the Maryland, Pennsylvania region, and you want to go, visit our website. There's an article about it. There's a link that you could register. This is their second commercial plant in the U.S. and their sixth manufacturing location in the U.S. So their first commercial plant is in Washington State. This one is in Maryland. So it's going to really make serving the Northeast corridor a lot easier than coming from Canada or Washington State. So I'm looking forward to that. We'll be doing some videos there too.
I'm really jealous that I don't get to go. I love these. I love plant tours, love grand openings, and Aiko, they're just amazing.
SRS Distribution, their Raise the Roof Foundation, has been raising funds to support Ukraine. They're trying to raise $50,000. I checked yesterday, they were at about $34,000. So there's still a little ways to go, and every little bit helps. $20, $10. Yeah. And you can see the list of donors, and I recognize a lot of names on there. So I know there's a lot of great people in the industry. So check that out and consider supporting the people in Ukraine.
Dave Loden Construction. They are hiring foremen, service techs, roofers, commercial single ply membrane roofing in Wyoming, which, by the way, I've been through Wyoming many times and it's freaking beautiful. So if you are looking for help, if you are looking for talent, be sure to place your ad, because you'll see on here, everyone's talking and they're working on trying to fill those positions.
Yeah, there's no reason. If anybody wants to make a change or do something different, check the classifieds. There's jobs on there every day.
Karen, I think the last thing is I want to make sure to do a shout out for next week for Metalcon live.
Yeah. And it's on May the 4th, Star Wars Day, right?
4th be with you. And we are going to have Nick Sabino, Josie Parks, Jerry and Haley Insland, who are going to be talking about the state of metal roofing. So these are expert contractors and distributors from, the Inslands are from the Pacific Northwest, Nick is from the Midwest, and Josie is Texas and Florida. Texas. And they are going to be on a panel with me, and it's going to be live. So you can find all that information on the site too. So things just never stop around here.
I know.
Well, everybody, thank you. Thank you again. I hope you enjoyed all that information, and we will be back next week. I think we'll both be in our home offices, so things will be back to a little bit of calm, and we'll see you next week on the Weekly Blend.